crazy how they're saying this today. Hmm, might you be talking about this? By chance, may you be talking about this? How they say the sun may be conscious? Towland, what do you think you are? That is the question. That is the question that the creator seeks to ask everyone. So they took away the green screen, and I can't do it like I used to do it, so I had to find a new style. You know what that is? When the lessons didn't go as planned and the science experiment didn't work, you still improvise, adapt, and overcome. Let us take a look at what the definition of singularity is. Describes the center of a black hole, a point of infinite density and gravity, within which no object inside can ever escape, not even light. The light that you see will never go back outside of your eyes. The smells that you smell, they don't go back outside of your nose. Your taste that you taste, they won't go back outside your mouth. They might come back up, but you still had that taste you felt. The sounds you hear will not leave outside of your ears. And the feelings that you feel upon your skin, that touch can't be taken back. You can be any color, any shape, any size. No matter what, you have two black holes right here, leading back to the third eye, which is a black hole itself. That's why our irises are like that. Everyone here is a point of singularity. Black hole sun, won't you come and take away the rain? You can listen to books while you sleep because still a part of you is taking in that information. It's not the conscious version of you, but it's the lower parts of you, deeper inside you, still listening, still learning, still taking everything in. So, check this little clip out. You see that little ember there being pulled into the point of singularity, the point of no return? That's how I see this as. Now, watch what happens as it pulls everything in. See how it makes that ring on the outside of it? Like you get a ringing in your ears from the core of you. But notice how it's shooting out jet streams. That being hasn't gone terrestrial yet. It's still just eating. It's still pulling everything in that it can. It hasn't become self-aware. To me, as a man that sits by fire, I watch whenever the embers come off, and I take it in. I'm like, oh no, and the smoke comes. I'm like, no, white rabbit, white rabbit, white rabbit. If it's your first time the smoke hits you, you won't realize you're being smoked out. And you're like, oh, I need to get out of here. You'll sit there for a while and be like, why can't I breathe? Because you have all the smoke in your face. Well, guess what? The singularity blows out the smoke and takes in the light. Still, though, you notice how it forms that ring around the outside of it? That ring is the accretion disk. The accretion disk forms as a point of light. It's light you've consumed so much that you know it, you understand it, and so therefore, an accretion disk. I might pull it out halfway through while I'm lifting and working on myself. You make an accretion disk as you take in information. That's the light. Information is light. I said light is information, and I've said this before in one of my past videos, and it would come out clearer. You know, I could take the screenshots. So I went typing it in on the Googles, and look what pulled up. Look at this. Okay, I never seen that before, but cool. So why do I click the link and this pops up? The cosmic object you were looking for has disappeared beyond the event horizon. Right as I'm talking about black holes, you know, the place of no return is the event horizon. So I keep on looking, scrolling, and I find the thing that I was looking for. It was this. Information could be the fifth state of matter, proving we live in a simulation. Information is also known as light. Light is a form of information. Light transmits spatial and temporal information. The place where you are inside of time and also the place where you are inside the presence within time. It's the feedback. The property forms the basis of the fields of optics and optical communications and myriad of related technologies, both mature and emerging. Emerging is very important. This is the image of a black hole that's in the center of our galaxy. See how there's a ring around the outside of the ring of light? That's the information it's collected. Eventually, it goes off and it moves inside of a toroidal motion. You see how it moves from the center to the outside? Imagine a ring spinning around the outside of that and it gets hit by that magnetic pulse. It's going to start to make that ring rotate around the outside. Now, you can't forget, whenever that ring is spinning, it's still making that motion. So when it gets hit by that magnetic wave, it's going to start to move around the outside like that. That ring that's moving around the outside is known. Oh, come on, ball. Little ball of fire. Do the thing. Do the thing. As an accretion disk. A disk like full of gas or plasma. It's because the singularity's already tasted it, so it knows what it is. So it puts it out outside of itself to be like, okay, I know what these things are. It's the plasma aspect. Plasma is also energy. Plasma is electricity, the Christ, that type of thing. I looked up a GIF for the corona of the sun. Do you see it has that light on the outside of it all the way? And yet still has its own conditioned boundary field as far as that light goes, kind of a gravitational pull. There's levels and layers.
Look, Simba. Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Wow.
A king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
And this'll all be mine?
Everything.
Everything the light touches. What about that shadowy place?
That's beyond our borders. You must never go there, Simba.
But I thought a king can do whatever he wants.
Oh, there's more to being king than getting your way all the time.
Everything the light touches. People think about the shadowy places outside of what they know, but they don't see the shadowy places within them, and that's the problem. That movement around the outside of that ring, that toroidal field thing, that's the corona. That's how it's formed. It's how we move inside of ourselves. You eventually will accumulate enough light and you'll be like, I'm going to go off, and you implode, and you'll put off that toroidal field within yourself. And you'll have accumulated enough information that it'll hit, and you'll start to become a corona. And then you're going to go through a very interesting phase, because you're going to that shadowy place where you're not supposed to go. But then, if you're truly seeking the one that is, and that always has been, you'll go back inside yourself. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Whether it's the darkness on the outside, that's the void. The darkness on the inside, that's the abyss. That's where the Creator is. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. Whether it's the outer darkness or the inner darkness, eventually you're going to get to the point where you come aware and you fall back in and all the levels merge. So this whole, the sun may be conscious, no, it is conscious. It's aware. It's taking in information, and all the light that it gives off, every place that that light hits is within its kingdom. Okay? The sun is its own person. Just like within the sun, there is its own person, because the day of the Lord is darkness. The sun is the mer in the sky, like the waters above and below. A mermaid, a merman. Inside of Egypt, there is the Ka, which means soul or spirit. It means spirit. It's your fire. You don't get a soul until you merge with, it merges with the Ba. The Ba is a person's non-physical being. After death, the Ba was able to travel out from the tomb, but it had to periodically return to the tomb and be reunited with the mummy. Your body is the mummy. Your Ba is your non-physical aspect. Your Ka is your spirit. Your spirit, your Ka, and your Ba merge together with the Mer to make the Merkaba. Grok has a normal mode and a fun mode. Tonight we decided to add an unhinged fun mode. Everyone here will shine like a sun someday. Otherwise, you can't get out of the wheel of samsara of life and death. No one has to be. We just